Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So my name is Muhammad Izzizar bin Zuddin Shah. So I have been assigned to Site B, which is 17 meters in width and 30 meters by length, and around 510 square meters, and it is located on a 20-degree slope. So for my site synthesis, I have divided into 4 characteristics, which is the first one is circulation. By circulation, we need to provide a proper pathway for the client to access to the site. And then for the second one is climate. So for the climate, the prevailing wind comes from southwest direction. For the next synthesis is to make an opening on opposite sides for cross ventilation to occur. And then the retreat need to be raised above the ground to minimize dampness and maximize natural ventilation. And as for the zoning, the spaces that faces the main road need to be public, and while at the back can be preferred to be a private area. Okay, so now let's talk about the client, Yuna. So for Yuna, she is a singer, a songwriter, and also a fashion designer. And the additional traits for her are she values privacy the most, lives with her husband, symbolizes melancholy through songs, but actually a cheerful and shy woman. She also a nature lover and passion in indie pop music, and her hobbies includes fashions and music. By referring to the previous analysis, we can derive it into a few characteristics, which is to prioritize privacy by limiting windows that faces road and increase security height. Second, we can accommodate space for husband as well, and translate expression of client on retreat. By knowing she's a nature lover, we can preserve or add elements of greenery in retreat. And also by referring to her personality, we can reflect it in the interior design of the retreat by applying bohemian design. And last but not least, we can include spaces for her hobbies. So the first precedent study that has been taken is House in Minami Yukigaya, which is by Hugo Kono Architect Associates, 229 square meters, and built in the year of 2016. So this house actually located in an alleyway of a shopping street. The building contains 2 independent residences, one for mother and other for her son and his family. The first floor roof slopes out steeply to the side and has a skylight along the elevated edge that allows natural lighting. So to synthesize this building, the unusual 3D form responds to both surrounding circumstances and individual needs of residents. The dark color represents melancholic expression of building, which can be related to Yuna as well. And then it is surrounded by vegetation that can contribute to natural cooling and provides privacy. The next study is on K House, which is designed by DIG Architects. It takes up space for 89 and 4 square meters only, and built in the year 2012. It is a small house located on a steep slanting slope. The client simply wants a life with the blessing of nature nearby and the beautiful townscape in distance. So for the synthesis, the views are maximized by big windows of this retreat, and the facade that faces the main road is enclosed. This can enhance more the privacy. It is surrounded with vegetation as well, and expresses melancholy on the outside but containment on the inside, which can be reflected to the client, Yuna. Another precedent study is on Stack House, which is designed by Freeland Buck, 190.7 square meters, and built in the year 2018. It is comprised of 4 stories notched into a sloping hillside, and it uses subtle rotation of each room to create its own view. And for the synthesis, the walls of each room curve at the center, and this blend with individual space. The room positions and opens to good views. So for the case study, I decided to take an acoustic timber wall cladding as a study. This one usually based on fiber gypsum board that is good for fire safety and acoustic, and the synthesis can be applied to around the house to create an acoustic effect. Next is on the bohemian interior concept. It basically consists of a bright pattern, one with the details, botanicals, emphasized patterns, and metallics and mirrors. This visually respond to the client's taste and personality. And so for the light shaft, it basically reflects outdoor lighting to ceiling to illuminate the room. So the user can concentrate on placing the light shaft on the direction where the sun illuminates the site the most. Moving on, next case study is on cross ventilation by having 2 openings on the opposite sides of a room. And reflective roof can be placed on high concentrate, and reflective roof can be applied to the design as well, and placed on high heat concentration area to minimize heat into retreat. Next study is on static ventilation. It is a combination of cross ventilation, buoyancy, and ventilatory effect. It is just simply by placing opening at a high position in retreat to eliminate hot air. And also study about warm colors. It is vivid and energetic, tend to advance in space. It consists of earthy colors and supports bohemian interior concept. It is said by Yuna that warm greens makes her think more and help in gaining ideas. For my design concept, the organization of space responds with the climate of the site. So for the first space, it faces the wide view towards the lake, and the second one allows cross ventilation and faces the Qibla direction, and the third space is elevated for privacy and to face the view. Another idea for the concept is taken from the client herself. As you all know, Yuna and her husband relate so much with music. So for this retreat, I decided to make the whole retreat as a studio. So the structure around needs to be acoustic, and sound can travel around the spaces freely, and also minimize the sound loss from the retreat. Meanwhile, this allows cross and step ventilation effect to occur. So for the purple diagram, I decided to make it public, near with the road, and private road, more further from the road. And the spaces that I wanted to occupy are living, kitchen and dining, home studio, musola, and bed. This is the party and ID sketch that I've done. As you can see from the side, these are the roof design I wanted to propose to make the retreat passive but also acoustic from inside. And on the right here, this is the direction where the roof falls. Next, we move on to the schematic and plan section. For the ground floor, I decided to make a music studio and kitchen face the prevailing wind, and also provide the decking. And then for the second floor, it only consists of bedroom and master bathroom. As for the second sketch, I decided to make it in harmony for each spaces.